How's it going, team? This is the Brown Man. I hope all is well. For today, we're actually going to be starting our Monday's Valued Pokemon, in which we premiere a Pokemon on Monday, and we'll be using that Pokemon throughout that week from Monday through Friday. So, you guys can probably guess who is premiering today. Today we have Wild Wing, Boogie Bug, and Bug Buddy, our Slitherwing. So, let's get into it. So Slitherwing is one of my favorite Paradox Pokemon, if you guys can believe it. And actually what I'm going to do is raise the volume up a little bit just to make sure we are... There we go. So Slitherwing is one of my favorite Pokemon, Paradox Pokemon rather, with 85 base HP, 105 base special defense, and 135 attack with an 81 speed. Slitherwing is quite solid. So you're gonna see here the little stats pop up. I gotta find a less janky way to actually have the stats appear. I have to work on editing and whatnot. But a bulky pivot, if you invest in the special defense, this guy gets Will-O-Wisp and Lunge to lower attack, which is not bad. Low Sweep to manage speed, and also Stun Spore for speed control. So those are, of course, options too. This guy gets U-turn for the momentum. This guy, I believe, will get Skitter Smack. And I think Skitter Smack I'm going to experiment with. It's a move that lowers someone's special attack by 1 stage. So if you're going specially defensive, Skitter Smack and Leech Life together will go quite solid. We'll go hand in hand. So it'll be like Skitter Smack, Leech Life, Will-O-Wisp. And then it'll be a fourth option for that. That will allow you to handle physical attackers, and will also allow you to handle special attackers, which would be quite solid. Especially on, so that would pretty much be on this set here. This is a leftover set. So Will-O-Wisp, Morning Sun, Lunge, and Brick Break. Brick Break is, of course, for those screens. There's been a lot of, like, screens players because of Grimmsnarl, and because of Alolan Ninetales, or Aurora Veil mostly. So some people will use Ninetales, some people will use Abomasnow, etc. Very few people use Frostmoth. I do want to experiment with a team like that. So that's going to be in a different video when we go with Frostmoth. This is an Assault Vest set. And of course, yes, we have Lunge for now, but we only have Lunge because we need to find a Kricketot shell. It's very annoying getting TMs in this game. It's not like a Smogon where you can just, add shit. You have to find very specific species of Pokemon and kill them a certain amount of times to get their flesh for TMs. It's very morbid. Wild Wing here is an Assault Vester. Low Sweep, High Horsepower, U-turn, Leech Life. Oh yeah, this set has max HP, max special defense, of course. When it comes to Wild Wing, the Assault Vester, it's actually going to be max HP and max attack. With the Assault Vest, naturally it gives it a buff, so it's going to be decent. The only thing about this is this guy is a bit slower. It's 81 base speed, and if you are playing, with mixed and or OU, the speed doesn't really cut it. Even for an Assault Vester, you're gonna need to pretty much spam Leech Life, because you're always gonna get Leech Life and U-turn are going to be your go-to moves anyway. Unless you want to run something like a close combat or low sweep. Low sweep lowers the speed by 1 at 65 base. It's not bad if you want to set up for a Pokemon in the back. But if you're just going straight damage, you can, of course, just go for the close combat. Photosynthesis is solid, of course. It's going to boost your attack on Sun teams. As for the specially defensive build, it would actually boost your special defense on Sun team. which is actually going to be quite interesting because your special defense is actually going to be slightly higher than your attack, just because of the differentials there. So this will allow you to get 30% extra special defense. And then, of course, if you want to be that guy, that crackhead, you can go max special defense plus assault vest, and then you have the Sun team. So it's going to be it's going to be a bit crazy in terms of special defense. You're going to see that he's going to eat a surprising amount. You can also use these variants on a rain team. On a rain team is solid because it gets rid of the fire weakness on the assault vest and the specially defensive build. So if you're worried about like fire special attacks, then of course you can run him on a rain team to help mitigate that. And of course is going to be our choice Scarfer, our go-to. And I believe when it comes to playing in terms of higher power, having him be an assault, having him be a choice Scarfer is probably for the best. 81 speed is actually not that impressive. Choice Scarf helps mitigate that when you're playing higher power levels. Of course, we're playing online random matches. Sometimes the matches will be a bit more competitive. Sometimes they won't. Close combat, just get in, punch something out, get out. U-turn, Choice Scarf U-turn is a classic, of course. Leech Life is not bad. As you'll be pivoting often in and out, you'll probably take some kind of hazard damage. Leech Life allows you to mitigate the hazard damage that you take from continuous switch-ins. And there are some honorable mentions, of course, if you want to go into a rock move. That's solid to handle some dudes, because both of your stabs are resisted by fairy, so you don't want to be locked into a move, I guess, at times. If fairy and flying, they both resist your bug stab and your fighting stab. So you don't want, if you don't want to be forced to switch out, then you can run some form of neutral option against them, neutral slash special effective, if you go for rock blast, or rather a rock type move. The fourth move depends on what format you're playing. So Stun Spore is not bad if you're playing just Smogon or whatever. You want to have a final fuck you or a decent fuck you. Stun Spore is good for crippling those switches. First impression that you'll see if you actually face people in mixed will be not bad on a Scarfed. So you have all the other moves to gain momentum, but in a 1v1 with Shen Pao or Jet Punching Palafin, first impression is going to be key. You're not outspeeding that for the most part, depending on the set, but yeah. So first impression will help against, obviously, priority and whatnot, especially against the dark types and stuff running around. Especially like late game against Grimmsnarl. If Grimmsnarl has some damage on him, it's actually resisted. No, that's actually a neutral rather. So I do need to get some more shards to change this guy's Terra type to bug, because we want to have that first impression go from 90 base damage to 180. That will definitely help out if we have to use that in a pinch. Of course, we have to swap out immediately upon using first impression, but there's several times, including a match last week, where double priority would have saved us from a Palafin sweep. But of course, if you're playing Smogon, you don't have to worry about that. So I just wanted to note the difference and why I do use first impression sometimes on this build is because of that. And 81 speed is actually not that great. So if something is above your speed tier and then they boost to +1 speed, they're going to outspeed you anyway. So first impression is worth it. 'Cause even if you go +1 speed, or plus speed nature rather, dude, you're an 81 base speed. If you're facing off an OU tier, plus speed on 81 speed is not going to be anything unless you have maybe Trailblaze. If someone wants an alternative to Scarf, they can go Flame Charge or Trailblaze to increase their speed, and then they can U-turn, pivot, they can do whatever the matchup gives for them, but they can go into a Trailblaze or something. And Trailblaze U-turn, Trailblaze Flame Charge, those aren't bad either, because if you outspeed something with a Trailblaze and a Flame Charge, if they switch out, right, on your Flame Charge or Churro Blaze, you're going to get the little chip of your speed boosting move, and then the worst you can do is get some chip with a strong stab U-turn. So, that's that. We're going to be looking into team building. And we have Wild Wing, Assault Vester, along with Pogmoth. So, I'm like, okay, let's go with Icy Wind speed control, low sweep speed control. We got some speed control going on here. We need a physically defensive dude. So let's go with. Let's see. We do have to train some more Pokemon too, guys. A physically defensive Pokemon, right? And the physically defensive Pokemon, we can actually go with Hippowdon. I'm thinking Hippowdon. The reason why I'm thinking Hippowdon is because we have recovery. A special tank already does not have recovery. Hopefully she gets Roost when Roost comes to Pokemon. That'd be great. It'd be fucked up if she didn't. But I'm thinking, let me see, I'm thinking this. Let's see who else we got ready. Donphan has the... has a rapid spin, but not really a recovery unless you want to go into rest. And this is going to be interesting. We got to use Laquisha too. We got to use some Laquisha. Cool. So I don't mind going Pancakes. Pancakes also has Roar, which is solid for bulk up sets. Well, like sets to try to set up on us. Skeleturge is another option that we can do in order to get a fire resist. So we have 2 fire weaknesses here. But we have to go heavy duty boots because we are weak to rocks. Yeah, I'm really waiting for Primarina to come out, man. Primarina and some of these other Pokemon coming out, it really helps round out teams. Quite a bit. So she comes back on the 14th, so we'll be using her. Well, maybe it'll be late on the 13th. I think it's 00 UTC, which is like about 7:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that would be great. Okay, so we got Pancakes here. Okay. So we have Pancakes for the Stealth Rocks. Defog will remove our own rocks. Unfortunately, but, you know, it be what it be. We have to have heavy duty boots because we are quad weak to rocks. High horsepower leech life. The reason why we have high horsepower is because it's a little bit weaker than Earthquake, but what you call it? Grassy terrain is a thing. So yeah. So let's go into somebody else that is bulky. Someone that's bulky. We need to set this guy up appropriately. We didn't set him up since the change. Something that I do want to use. Let me see. Someone that we can try. We could try running Mecha Ghidorah. Mecha Ghidorah. Solid, and then of course Swift. Swift is fake out. Oh my god, we have to give him close combat, right? Yeah, a lot of these Pokemon that we brought over from Sword and Shield, we did not, yeah. So we have to use TM to learn move. Do we have close combat? Yeah, we do. Oh my god. Let's go. As much as I would love to give this, I'd love to give this guy close combat. And we have to find some more species stuff to give the other guy close combat too. That's crazy. So we're gonna put on Swift here. Regenerator is fine. Regenerator Life Orb. Regenerator Life Orb. Actually, we used you a lot in the last gen. We used you a lot. Let's go with Bully Bull. So Bully Bull is Lychee Berry, Wave Crash, Close Combat, Substitute, and Protect. So the goal of this is to eat a Lychee Berry, and then use Cudchew on the follow-up turn to eat the Lychee Berry again. That would be the scenario here. So we don't mind switching into some moves and taking some recoil. We don't. Magnezone is also going to be an interesting choice. Magnezone is actually a little bit bulky. AutoZone has some defense EVs, max special attack, HP. We can go Assault Vest here, just to get, you know, a lot more of that bulk. Actually, we have like 4 Assault Vests, so I can just give him an Assault Vest. Sorcerer's an A, so we can just go sort by name. That'll be right there. So Analytic is solid, allows you to do... What the hell? How come it says... that was weird. Okay, it didn't update. But once again, we are diving a little bit into that fire weakness. So I do want to make sure that we do have a defensive pivot for that. And of course, as much as I was looking, it's looking like we're going to have to go into... I do want to, generally speaking, have damn, we have no ghost resist. We have no ghost resist. Only a ghost neutrality. We were fighting. We have a dark resist, Wild Wing, and Bully Bull. A dark neutrality. Wild Wing should be able to handle a dark move. Derpy is the call. We bake for screens. Chilly Reception is cool. So what happens is, because we are running Chilly Reception, where are we at? We can actually use a TM. Do we have Aurora Veil? Let's see if we can make Aurora Veil, because we can Chilly Reception into Thick Bug, and then use Aurora Veil. We do not have, or oh no. So we don't actually have the TM. That's unfortunate. So that's another idea, guys. You can Chilly Reception into Aurora Veil. Let me see. Does Pogmoth learn Aurora Veil upon level up? I don't think so. I think it's a TM. I can figure it out right now. Yeah. And then we're gonna go into a battle with these guys. So we're gonna go into what do you call it? Frostmaw. And of course, we can build teams a little bit better too, but I don't want to use too much like overused Pokemon as well. I want to give some of these guys a time to shine. So it does, yeah, it does learn upon level up. Okay. It does learn upon level up. Once again, the only thing that default does remove our own screen, you know, but so I think, can we? I think we can't change moves. Oh no, I can remember move here. Yeah. Oh, that's Aurora Beam, rip. Yeah. Just be towards the bottom. Yeah, so you actually don't need Feather Dance here. Feather Dance would be an amazing set as well. Yeah, Feather Dance would be amazing. So, Aurora Veil would boost our defense by 2, and Feather Dance would lower someone's attack by 2. But they would essentially take up the same slot. We need the defog. We need the sustain. Yeah, so let's see what we can do. Brick Break. B for screens. Yeah, I know it's a weird tech. You don't really need it. Future Sight, Sludge Bomb. Alright, who do we got here? Starters and Mewtwo, of course. So this guy might be a casual player, might not be. I don't want to underestimate. And we got Mewtwo, of course. The way that I'm thinking is to go Derpy. Chilling Reception here. I think that would be solid. He might go into, yeah, he might go Rillaboom for the Grassy. And that's why we have we have high horsepower. But we'll see. Okay, that's actually not bad. So what we're going to do is actually go for Future Sight here. We're okay with going for a Future Sight. Now we can go Chilly Reception into Aurora Veil here. Withdraw. Okay. Into that. That's totally fine. We out of here. We might need to put the Frost Rock on this guy too. The Frost Rock seems kind of dope. We got Pogmoth. We do have a defense buff because of the snow, so Aurora Veil should be the appropriate call. Yeah, we eat that up, dude. If you had, that's what I'm saying. If you had Feather Dance along with that, it would have been disgusting. Leftover is okay. If we had Ice Beam, we would have secured the KO. There's so many times where Ice Beam would have just, you know, been a lot better. It's just 4 moves, dude. 4 moves. Okay. So who's coming in? We got Typhlosion is not bad. So what we are going to do is Terastallize and go for Icy Wind. Yeah. change this shit to water at the last moment. Last moment we change this shit to water. So we're gonna eat whatever comes at us with all impunity here. It did nothing! It did no damage, dude. That's crazy. So yeah. He ain't doing shit, dude. We're just gonna kick a drain here. That bulk, dude, that bulk under Aurora Veil is too dumb. That's why I don't think they'll give Pogmoth Roost. I don't think they're gonna give her Roost. Cause you gotta think about it, right? It would have been double damage, but then of course it was resisted too, so. Earthquake, oh that's probably gonna do more damage, yeah. Snow stop. So screens will die out the next turn anyway, yeah. And that's fine. So what we're going to do is actually bring in Bully Bull here. For the last turn for the switch, we got -1 speed, so we should be good. Just wanted to see what else this guy got. Ball. Yeah, he's going. Oh, trying to go for a crit. Substitute. Substitute is definitely the call here. Who's coming in? Who's coming in? The grass team. Protect to read. Whoop. Terra Blast. We're actually set here for close combat. Yeah, we're set. Oh, this guy's beefy. We actually should have used Wave Crash. Yeah, we should have used Wave Crash. I think Wave Crash would have been the call. But right now, it seems like double attack is the call. Actually, it depends on what happens here. It really does depend. Terra Blast is definitely gonna pick sub. We have one more substitute. Oh shit, yeah. Oh, just gonna. Oh, the rip. Because of the substitute, and we ate the berry too. It happened. We did it. Damn, we did it too. Good shit. So yeah, that's another thing too about this game. That there's a lot of DCs, unfortunately, and I don't have time to like comb through everything. So we're just gonna play the game and see how it goes. Definitely, our team could be better. I still have to change some of the Terra types. I actually started playing Scarlet, then I got Violet. I got the Glimmer Charm, so now I have to grind for Terras and all that shit again. It's very annoying. But that's something that we will be doing, and we're gonna be having fun. And this be the team so far. I do like this team. Honestly, I do, but it's just Primarina would be my choice here on this team. Instead of AutoZone, just for that fire, just for that defensive fire resist, along with a high special attack, it would be It would be her over Derpy too. So that's one thing. But if we change off Derpy, then we put Feather Dance back on Pogmoth. And that'd be that. There'll be another battle video tomorrow. You guys be safe, stay hydrated, and of course, have a good one.